YouTube and social media will tell you that people only care about money, about abs, about fame. And while these desires definitely do exist in the general population, I've noticed that many of the people who attain those very goals, many of the people who attain the money, the fame, the abs, the success, oftentimes they realize that there's actually something deeper that they're looking for. There's something else that's going to help them be truly satisfied. So what I want to talk about today is 5 squishy needs, desires, things that we're actually wanting in our lives that are beneath the surface of these surface level desires that so many of the YouTube videos and channels are speaking to. Because if we can know these are the things I'm actually after, then we won't get lost chasing some idea that actually isn't necessarily something that we care about that much. And this is something I've noticed through working with dozens of successful business owners who've made tons of money and realize that they're actually after something deeper. Before we jump in, I want to give you a quick heuristic that's going to help you. You may have heard this before. If you ask why, the question why, more than one time, it's going to lead you down a very interesting path. So let's say that you are watching videos about how to get six-pack abs or how to get buff at the gym. Ask yourself, why is it that I want six-pack abs? And it's funny to ask that question because we just assume it's something that we should want. We just assume that it's something that, of course, I want that. Who doesn't want that? But why do I want that? Well, maybe it's going to help me find a partner, find a spouse. Maybe it's going to help me be more respected in my community, in my peer group. Maybe it's something that I just want to achieve for myself. Well, those are different answers, right? If you're looking for the six-pack abs because you want a spouse, what you actually want is a spouse. And so to ask why and to go deeper helps you connect to and correlate to the thing that you're actually wanting. And we're going to talk a little bit about correlation in a minute. Let's talk about some of these deeper needs that I see business owners wanting, entrepreneurs wanting, creators wanting below the surface. The first one is self-respect. We seek respect from others because we question the self-respect we have for ourselves. In this way, we view other people and their respect for us as a stand-in for our own self-respect. And to build our own self-respect is the greatest foundation we can build for ourselves because it means we're not chasing validation from others. Instead, we're feeling that foundation in ourselves. So the first thing that people are really after at a deeper level that I've noticed is self-respect. That's what they want. The second deep desire that people have that is deeper than the surface is connection. Now, last year, I spent a lot of time in this area trying to really build deeper connections with the people in my life, trying to find friendships that actually filled me up and were really satisfying to be around. And what I realized is that there's this elusive personal connection that oftentimes we try and get from our workplace or from our coworkers or our collaborators, but because of the context of work, it's difficult to truly find deep connection in the way that we're really wanting. And so I had to look outside of the workplace. Yes, I have many friends and people that I really enjoy working with, but connection is a level deeper than that. And I had to go outside of the work context to find some of that deep connection. So connection is number 2. The number 3 desire I see people have at a deeper level is self-love. Now, self-love is similar to self-respect, but it's a bit more relaxed. When I hear the word self-love, I think relaxing into yourself, giving yourself space, giving yourself grace in times of stress. Self-love is having that internal dialogue that supports you, that supports yourself in times of need. Number 4 is a deep need of realizing our own potential. Business owners and creators, they often feel this desire to create more, this desire to give more. Like you have this opportunity, this potential inside you, and you want to see it realized. You know that you're capable of more. And this is a big desire, a big driving desire that I see lots of entrepreneurs and founders have, which is somehow all of us deep down measure ourselves against our soul's potential. And what I mean by that is that we have this knowing, this understanding of what is possible for us to create in our lives. Our soul knows, in a sense. And when we're far away from that, we feel this inner stirring to move closer towards it. And that's realizing your potential. And last, number 5 is uniqueness. We desire to stand out from the crowd, but we also feel this tension, which is to fit in. And oftentimes we know that we have a uniqueness, but do other people see that uniqueness? That's what we are driving towards. We want other people to recognize and see our uniqueness. We want to reveal ourselves more to the world, and we want to be known for that unique self. So those are 5 things that all of us want and need on a deeper level than the money, the fame, the success, which all are fine, but actually there's more satisfying desires below the surface. And again, asking why more than once when you're chasing something will help you get to the deeper needs that you actually need to have met. And one question that I'm often asking clients of mine, friends of mine, is what unmet needs do you have right now? Do you know the unmet needs that are driving the desires and the actions and the goals that you're setting? And why this is important is now what we're going to talk about, which is about correlation. Having high correlation to the actions you're taking to the thing that you actually want. Because if we're going in an indirect way to get something we want and need, if we're hoping, if I do this, then I'll get that. If I get washboard abs, then I'll get the spouse or the girlfriend. If I get successful, then I'll have deep connection and friendship. If we're going about it in an indirect way, it might be the case that you are chasing that for a very long time without getting the direct result that you actually want. So asking why, understanding our needs, understanding what needs aren't currently being met, and how that's driving us to new action can help us take higher correlated action to the things that we actually want. So I'm looking for those deeper, satisfying needs. I hope and I imagine that you are too. If this video is helpful, feel free to comment. Feel free to like, subscribe. I would love to chat with you in the comment section. And as always, I'll be back again very soon. Later.